Happy Tuesday, beautiful, amazing people. Happy Tuesday. Y'all, I felt the need to come on here to my YouTube family and tell y'all what's goody good sis, how you feeling, how you living, how you doing, baby. I hope your baby hairs are laid and your good shoes are on this good Tuesday morning. Okay? Yeah, I'm geeked up because I just back, baby, getting my in. Girl, it's so crazy how you think you're going for one thing, but whole time you got a whole nother scheduled appointment. Like the divine appointments, honey, they just hit different. They hit different. The ones that you don't even know is on your calendar, they hit different. But yeah, y'all, I was at the track and girl, before I could even get my workout in, I had got a little stretch in or whatever, but I met this 90-year-old veteran, y'all. 90 years old. He said he would be 91 in January. 90-year-old veteran, y'all, just started telling me like how he was one of the first black families in the area. How he went to Congress and made changes for the park that the kids play in now. How his job is the reason why the playground is built for the kids, and just a lot of different things and a lot of history regarding his involvement with the community and just his life. But I say this to say, I was getting ready to walk away from the old man because we had stood there and talked for like 30, 40 minutes, y'all. He said a quick minute, but we were sitting there talking for a while. He took me back to 1912. So, yeah, I was just sitting there talking to him. I was getting ready to walk away and get my steps in for the day so I could go home and start my day. But when I got ready to walk away, he told me, he said, you will be a great instructor because he told me that I reminded him of one of the ladies that he used to work for. He used to work with back in the day. She was like a mentee to him. And so she has gone on to be in international banking and finances. And so we got to talking about how Wells Fargo is one of the most vicious predators out here for lending and all of that stuff. And so before I got to walk away, he told me, he said, you will be a great instructor for those that are coming behind you. And he told me, he said, you are a child of God. You are a chosen one by God. I can tell. I can tell it on you. I can feel it. I knew it when I seen you. And so I say this to say, you can think that you are just living your day-to-day life. You can think that, oh, today is just another day at the gym or another day at the park or another day doing whatever it is that you do in your personal life. But I'm here to tell you, divine interruptions hit different. Divine appointments hit different. When you already have a schedule or have an appointment on your schedule by God, it's going to wake something up in you in that moment that you could not wake up within yourself. For him to remind me that even though I'm flawed and I'm messed up as a human, a mere woman, I am still chosen by God. Even when all hell is breaking loose in my life, I'm still chosen by God. Even when I feel like I don't know my assignment, I'm still chosen by God. Or even when I question my assignment, I'm still chosen. Like, we don't understand how much God cares about us to even arrange those type of moments, to even arrange those type of interactions, to let us know that we are chosen by him, to let us know that he still is walking with us and within us. It's so crazy how this man just ended the conversation. Like, I had been trying to walk off for at least 10 minutes, y'all. But Grandpa was still talking, and my respect level for my elders is so deeply rooted. I can't just walk off while you're talking. I can't just dismiss an elderly person. I can't just not listen because there were so many seeds of wisdom within that conversation that I needed and that I know I'm going to utilize in this upcoming season of my life. I would have missed if I had been so worried and so consumed by my own schedule, what I had planned for my day, what I wanted my walk to go like, what I had on my agenda. I would have missed everything that God had in store for me if I did not have the capacity to pivot for a second. Sometimes you got to be so surrendered and let go. When I say surrender, I mean to let go of what you think, what you feel, what you desire, what you have planned. All of that. Just be so fluid with how you move in your life that you don't miss those divine interactions. You don't miss the divine moments that God has set up for you. God would allow people to meet you in a random place. I just did a TikTok. If y'all not following me on my TikTok, y'all need to go here because that's where I drop most of my word at, on TikTok. Whatever message God give me, I put it on TikTok. So go tap in Coach Ella on TikTok. God gave me a word. You will miss what it is that He wants to do in your life if you are not fluid enough to pivot. All of the greats that were used in the Bible had to learn to pivot. When he called Gideon, Gideon was in a wine press doing something that he thought was right, but was in the wrong place. He thought he had good intentions, but he was doing it in the wrong manner. He had the wrong mindset. He didn't trust. He had to call Moses in the middle of what he was doing. Moses was on the run. He was trying to mind his little business. If Moses didn't have the mindset and the heart position to pivot when he needed to pivot, he would have lost his assignment. The assignment would have been interrupted if he did not have the mindset or the position to pivot. We really need to develop that skill to say, God, not my will, but your will. Not what I want for my day, but what you want. You guide my steps. You guide my mindset. You guide my emotional system. You guide the people that come into my space. You guide the spaces that I enter. We got to surrender our entire day to God. We got to surrender our entire being to God. We got to surrender every plan that we have for ourselves, every desire that we have, every want, every trial, every tribulation. Whenever you go through something, every problem needs to be submitted to God. And I know this sounds so churchy, but you need to be talking to God 24 hours a day. Everything you do needs to revolve around Him. Everything you say or have needs to be revolved around Him. God is such a big God. There's so many compartments to Him. There's so many layers to Him. There's so many desires that He has for us. There's so many things to give to us, but He cannot, because we don't understand how to pivot. We don't understand how to endure. We don't understand how to struggle. We don't understand how to do any of that. We want our life to be as convenient as possible, as comfortable as possible, as scheduled as possible, planned out as possible. All of these things, and God says, no, that's not what I want for you. That's not what was on the schedule. That's not what was on the to-do list. I have an appointment set up over here for you to go here. I have an appointment set up over there. I got an assignment over here. That's not what I got scheduled. And He's not a man that's going to change what He has scheduled. If it's spoken, if it's said, then it's said. That is what it is. And I'll be glad when the church, I love church down. But I'll be glad when the church stopped teaching us that all we got to do is check off all of these imaginary boxes and everything is going to be peaches and cream. All we got to do is say this cute little prayer, and then all the blessings of God is going to rain down from heaven. If you're not in line, if you're not aligned and in line to pivot and do what it is that's scheduled on that list, whatever it is that was wrote over your life, if you don't have the capacity to shift, you don't have the capacity to understand the assignment, to receive the assignment, and then to follow the assignment. Baby, clock this T when I tell you. There will be delay. There will be frustration. There will be trials and tribulations, because I've learned throughout my years of life that your assignment, whatever it is that God has called you to do, whomever He has called you to become, and this is for all of us. It's not like a it's not like a pick and choose moment. We all are put here to fulfill something. And whatever assignment is attached to your life, hear me clearly. Whatever assignment is attached to your life is a multi-layered process, is a bundle deal, is a package deal, is a ecosystem. There will be provision in your assignment. So if you having money trouble, you need to figure out what your assignment is. Your assignment has your provision wrapped in it. If you don't feel protected, you don't feel accepted, you don't feel guided, guess what? You need to figure out what your assignment is, because your assignment is going to entail your provision, your community, your relationships, your identity, your happiness, your joy, your freedom. All of that is going to be incorporated with your assignment. That's how we receive our fulfillment. If we are in this world doing things that we don't want to do, working at jobs, having titles, doing things that we do not want to do, guess what? You're not walking in your assignment. Your assignment is going to fulfill something on the inside of you. If it's helping people, guess what? You walk into your assignment, helping people is going to fulfill you. Helping people is going to provide for you. Helping people is going to nurture you. Helping people is going to make you feel accepted. Helping people is going to build relationships and communities for you. You better believe that your assignment is the key to your whole entire earthly experience. Everything that you want to have in this world, everything that you want to experience in this world is attached to that assignment. Yep, it is. So y'all, just me that 90-year-old man, baby, and him dropping that seed in me and letting me know, like, you are who you think you are. You are who God says you are. And don't ever forget that. That man, like when I tell you, I walked in the park, I was in there for 2 seconds, and literally this man came up to me instantly. He was standing at the gate, and he was looking at me, and I don't even know how I gravitated towards him or how he gravitated towards me, but this man was on a walking cane, y'all, and he walked all the way in this park to show me what the design of the park really represented. And he was like, always remember, when you walk into this park, remember the first civilization. Remember Christ Jesus. Remember Africa. He said, and it's only three. It's only three because of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. He said, I want you, every time you come in here, to remember that this park was the dividing point for a race riot, where blacks couldn't play with whites, whites couldn't play with blacks because the blacks was beating the whites and the whites was upset about it. He said this park was the breakthrough for that. So every time you come up in here and you walk or you exercise, remember that. I'm going to remember that because it was something about that park that gravitated on the inside towards me. It was like magnetic. It was like, this is where you're supposed to do your weight loss journey. This is where you go and get your peace of mind. This is where you come to ground and center yourself, right here in this park. And I did not know why. I thought it because it was secluded and I was just out there by myself. But I did not know the blood, sweat, and tears that a black man put in to get this park built. I didn't understand the beginning stage of it. I could only see what it was in this finished product, what it was after the blood, sweat, and tears was done or given or passed. But I say that to say, a lot of times we as people, we look at the final product of something. We look at all these greats in whatever industry you're called to, wherever your assignment is. You look at all the people that came before you and you had that has this success. And sometimes we can get intimidated by the people that came before us and their success. And it makes us scale back on how great we are or how great we could be. But what I want to tell you is on this great Tuesday, whatever it is that you have been passionate about, whatever it is that you feel like God has put it on your heart to complete or to build, I want you to add something to it. Make a deposit today. Create something. Reach out and ask a question. Move on something. Be obedient to whatever instructions He have already given you that you low-key been turning aside out to. Deposit something in there today. Because we got to stop looking at the final product of something, enjoying that final product, and start looking at things in a seed form. When it's small, when nobody gets to enjoy it, when nobody knows that it's in the making, when nobody sees the vision, when nobody understands the blueprint, when nobody understands why you moving the way you moving. All of the things, the seed form, the process that goes with the seed form. Put the content out there. Spread the message. Vlog the vlog. Create the post. Start the business. Write the book. Share your testimony. Go over here. Make amends. Forgive. Rebuild that friendship. Reconnect that relationship. Forgive that person. Give yourself permission to have closure for the trauma and the trials and tribulations that you done went through this day and the past days. And now you're at this point in life, you need freedom. Give yourself freedom today. Give yourself permission to let go of what happened last week or 6 months ago. Give yourself permission to go after the seed form. Give yourself permission to deposit in your assignment trust fund today. Whatever your assignment is, give yourself a deposit. Whatever it looks like, if it ain't no more than 30 minutes, set your timer up for 30 minutes and just work on something. Work on something that may not be extravagant right now. But in 15, 20 years, it could change the world. It could change the trajectory of somebody's mindset. It could change the outlook of somebody. It can do a whole lot that you just not even aware of. Because if it's a God-given assignment, God always gives assignments for the multitude. He always gives an assignment for the multitude. He thinks a long term. He thinks about everybody that's connected to that assignment. He never stops to think about just one person. So build it. Do it. Create it. Live it. Dream it. Write the vision down. Whatever it is. Whatever it is God has called you to do. Do that today. Just chip away at it a little bit. Do it today. Put something in your deposit system. And if you are struggling and you trying to find a way and you like, I just don't know, book a session with me. Go onto my website, Ella Allen Kingdom Academy. Go onto my website. Scroll all the way down to the booking session. Figure out what session works for you. Whether that's a 30-minute event session, whether that's a family frustration call, whether that's a situationship detox, whether that's a co-parent counseling section, whatever it is that may be tailored to your specific situation that's holding you hostage from making the moves that you need to make, the moves that God has put on the inside of you. Go and book the session. See what works for you. The prices are affordable. The time is available. I try to only do a certain limited amount of sessions per week because I like to be intentional with each one of my clients. I develop customized plans or strategy plans for certain situations, and I like to be intentional with that. When we get online, we of course gonna pray. When we end our sessions, we're gonna pray because I feel like God needs to be a part of everything and all things. So yes, whatever session you feel like you need in this season, Ella Allen Kingdom Academy, go and check it out. Book a session, event session if you just want to feel me out and say, I don't know if this what I want to do long term, but let me just see. I'm also doing bundle deals. Reach out to me directly, whether that is Instagram or TikTok. Like I told y'all, my Instagram handle is Miss Ella Allen underscore two underscores, and Coach Ella on TikTok. All of that is in my description box. All of that I can leave it in the comment section if y'all want to, or however you please. If you've already followed me, then you good to go. But yeah, y'all, this morning was just amazing. This morning was just amazing. So I'm just forever grateful. I'm in very high spirits. High spirits. I feel like my frequency is very high this morning. I'm vibrating at a great level, and I want to keep that level as high as possible. I'm finna get ready and log into my therapy appointment because, baby, if I'm gonna coach the world, I need somebody where I can go and be authentic and release whatever it is on me. So when I coach my people, I won't be coaching from a wounded perspective. I am coaching from a full cup, and you guys are getting the overflow. That's my whole entire agenda for this year and moving forward. So I'm going to get ready to hop on my therapy session. I love y'all. I hope you guys are having a great Tuesday. I hope your week is superb. I hope your week is phenomenal. I hope that it stay blessed and highly favored. I pray that it is covering over your household, your children, your business, your mind, first and foremost, your mind and your spirit and your body. I hope that if you have any aches or pains, that God subside them and he just destroy anything that may be underlying and causing that frustration or that friction internally. And I pray that you guys have an amazing week. Put a deposit into your trust fund account today, and make today count. Make tomorrow count, and then we're gonna make Thursday count. And it's just one day at a time. Before you look around, you have a week worth of deposits, and you can say that I showed up for myself and my assignment all week. So if y'all want me to come on and give these quick little check-ins or talks throughout the week, let me know down in the comment section below. Say, hey, E, I don't care if it ain't nothing but a 10-minute video, baby. Drop that live and let's go. Let me know what time and what days I should post. Probably Monday, Wednesday. I don't know. It's gonna be a quick live, unedited. Whatever is on my mind, y'all will get it. Whatever is on my heart, y'all will definitely receive it. So yeah, just let me know. I love y'all, and y'all have an amazing week. Bye, boo.